Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras. Hope you're all doing quite well, my friends. I know there's a lot affecting the Libra placements and all of your astrology out there, so I'm expecting this reading to have a lot of cool stuff for us to consider. But yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, and we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra, please. Gods and Spirit team, what do we got for Libra in early April? Okay. Okay, this is a little bit of an Eight of Swords type of energy. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be rough. Doesn't always have to be overthinking, but to me, it could be someone that feels like their hands are tied in one way or another. Now, you see the imagery, it's absolutely beautiful and stunning, but if you look at the details of the handiwork, there's a lot happening there. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So if you look at the image there, there's that beautiful angelic figure with the big wings. Notice it is bound up by that red ribbon. So I did say this does remind me of the Eight of Swords a little bit. So just know in this time, maybe your mind's going a little more than it normally does. Maybe you're a little anxious. Maybe you're a little nervous. All really depends. Now, this could be someone else you're connected to too, where it's like, hey, I mean, they're wound tight. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up here more than anything else. It just feels a little wound tight. So you might need some sort of release when this energy is in the mix. Aside from the overthinking and stuff like that, this angel is bound. So for some of you, it could be feeling cornered. It could be feeling trapped. It could be any number of different things when we see this energy. So we're not going to really overcomplicate it. It is what it is. The good thing about it is that it's a very temporary energy. But the main thing I'm feeling for Libra is, like, if you are resonating with any of the things I just spoke about, you might need some sort of release, okay? Whether it's like through creative means or exercise, like something like that. You need to get the energy moving. Let's get into tarot now, though. And I always say the first card over here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's shuffle it up one time here. See what we got for the lovely Libras, guides. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. There was a lot of strategy. There was a lot of planning in your reading last week, whether it's a situation you needed to plan out the steps or think logically about, or someone even planning something towards you. The reading was titled, They Are Planning. Okay, and it didn't necessarily feel bad intentioned. It didn't necessarily feel rough to me, but there was a very strong energy around strategy and planning. So for some of you, whatever it is you're going through right now, like setting a plan in place could probably be the best way to go. But let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. You know how tarot goes. So let's get you going. 3 cards here for Libras to start, please. What do we got? Early April. And as I was mentioning a little earlier, I know that Libra placements, they're experiencing a lot of this like eclipse energy and all this stuff happening in Aries. That's like straight across from me in the zodiacal wheel. Okay. All right. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We're starting with the Empress. I think I've actually linked this to the Libra collective, believe it or not, because that's Venus energy, and that's a beautiful card of abundance and blessings. And she came out right there with that Eight of Pentacles. Really good. Wanting to work on something. Let's get one more. One more. There's a lot of like effort and energy there with that card. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Whoa. All right. That's good. So far, so good. Okay. A lot of money focus here. A lot of abundance. And that's the one thing I'm picking up here for a lot of Libras. There's a beautifully abundant, blessing-filled type of energy so far. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, Libra, I think we're starting pretty well. Like, we have all this earthy type of energy with the double pentacles. We have the Empress here, and I always say the Queen of Pentacles is like the Empress light to me. So we have like this nice, cohesive, solid, stable type of energy on the top, on the surface. So we'll really need to clarify it and see what's up. But so far, I feel like there's a lot of possible blessings and abundance. This feels like a very abundant type of energy here. So whether you're embodying that, whether you're experiencing that in your personal life, just know you can really manifest these things in. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, we have the beautiful goddess herself, the Empress. Now, I always say this does link to Taurus and Libra because she is Venus energy, right? Venus is your ruling planet. So in my simplistic style of reading, doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between, when I see the Empress, the clarifier could tell us something that's coming towards you or a way you might be feeling, something that's affecting the way you look at yourself and view yourself. Now, aside from that, she is a very pleasurable type of energy. She's all about the blessings and abundance, very fertile. There's so much possibility here. She could represent motherhood and mother figures as well. So whenever I see the Empress in any spread, I just think, whoa, okay, this could be big. Something big could be coming in for a lot of you. Really nice and stable. Now, I do always mention that every single card in the tarot deck has positives and challenges. So what are some of the challenges of this Empress card? Sometimes it could be a little smothery. So for some of you, hopefully you're not feeling cornered or smothered or anything like that. Because remember, we did have this angel here in the beginning. So, I mean, you might need a little bit of breathing room in one form or another. Remember, this could all be positive, though. It doesn't have to be a challenge. I'm just trying to give you some of the aspects. She could also be stubborn sometimes as well. So you watch out for stubborn people. Moving to the center, this is good because although we have like this grounded earthy energy, the Eight of Pentacles is moving it forward. For a portion of you, this is one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. You see this person there, they're chiseling away, creating those pentacles. So for a lot of you, you could be extra crafty in this time. There could be things that you're making with your hands or wanting to make. This is a really good card. It could represent work or career. It could represent your monetary situation. But overall, when I see this card, I think of effort. I think of someone that's wanting to put their energy into something, probably fixing something or making it right or improving it. There's just like a lot of energy going out. So I feel like this could be really good. Once again, for some of you, it could just be work or career situation, but I feel like there's a lot of effort here, like working for all this good stuff. And I feel like there's so many possibilities in the energy for you this week, Libra. You could really manifest some great things. Now, what are the challenges when it comes to this Eight of Pentacles? Sometimes it could be a workaholic. Sometimes it could be someone that like refuses to quit or just someone that works a little too hard or works a little too much. Make sure you're getting rest and recuperation in this time when this card is in the mix. Some of you might be having issues in the career realm. Obviously not every single Libra out there, but we'll see what's up. To me, it's a card of effort. So we're going to see when we clarify it if your efforts could possibly be rewarded. Now on the back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles. She shares a lot of the archetypes that I was speaking about here with the Empress. That's why I said she's like the Empress light. Very similar types of energy. So you might have multiple good possibilities or blessings coming in for you. Now, Queen of Pentacles, career-driven, career-oriented, all about the monetary, the abundance, the blessing. So you see what I mean? This spread, the top part at the very least is just extremely abundant. So you might be embodying that energy in this time, Libra. It doesn't mean you have to be, remember, this is not gender specific whatsoever. So just the fact that we have these two goddess figures, like, I feel like it's all blessings so far. Now remember, that can change. When it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, there is that heavy focus on monetary, but that's just not it. I feel all this beautiful potential. So there could be multiple wins, multiple victories or blessings coming up for you. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Libra. So let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Libras, please. Guides and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Empress, please. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Empress time. What's happening? Why is this Empress here? Oh, okay. Card like rolled up my sleeve. Very good. All right, so there could be a situation that really, really improves for you rather quickly. Okay, we have the Five of Cups in reverse underneath the Empress. So if you've been in a bit of an energetic funk recently or going through a problem or a situation, whatever it might be, the Five of Cups in reverse does tell me that there could be some stability coming in for you, which is really nice. There's a lot of forward momentum and progress here. Okay, so for a portion of you, maybe you need to sit back and realize how much progress you've really made. Now, I don't know how that attaches to whatever your story is, whether it is career related, whether it is personal relationships, just realizing how far you've come, how much progress you've made, and where you are in your journey right now. Because I see big improvement here. I already told you, I was getting signs and symbols of blessings coming already. I'm not going to say this is like putting it in stone on the front end, but when I see the Five of Cups in reverse underneath the Empress, I feel things improving. I feel things getting better. Some sort of sense of normalcy for some of you. Now, does that mean that these Five of Cups energies are never going to return? Absolutely not. You know what the human experience is like. Sometimes we're a little gloomy. Sometimes we're a little sad. Sometimes we're a little pessimistic, and that's fine. But as for right now, the way the energy is swinging for you, it's telling me that it's going in the opposite direction, in the positive direction. So I feel for a lot of Libras in this time, I would expect various situations and various things to improve for you. Okay, and we'll see when we get further, like how strong these wind-based types of energies are. But I'm feeling blessings already, so wouldn't be surprised. Let's keep moving forward. I'm going to go in on that Eight of Pentacles now. I feel like that's really nice. So why is the Eight of Pentacles in the mix? Please. Why is that Eight of Pentacles here? Thank you. Chariot. Wow. Wow. For some of you, this could represent distance or travel. For some of you, it could be going on like vacation from work or taking a little time off. And that's perfectly fine, right? If you need to rest and recharge and recuperate the batteries, that's totally cool. But I'm loving this energy because I've been saying it since the beginning. This is progress. You can't ask for more progress than the Eight of Pentacles with the Chariot. The Chariot in the upright, absolutely beautiful. So aside from that taking a rest and vacation type of energy I was already picking up, or travel, the Chariot is the fastest card in the whole entire deck, in my opinion. It's shooting off towards something like a rocket. So some of you, yeah, maybe there is a change in career or job. Sure, I don't feel like that's every single Libra, obviously. But the main overarching theme I'm picking up here is expansion. This feels like Jupiter energy because on the front end, it feels like expansion and blessings. Here in the center with the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot, expansion, something improving, something getting better. So I feel for a lot of you, and even with the elemental mix, it's like all earth and water that we have going on here, and that represents blessings and abundance. So I feel for a lot of Libras now is an amazing time for just expansion overall, whether it's expansion in personal connections and relationships, deepening of those energies, or just life itself. Really good stuff. I feel like there's so much potential here, Libra. I would claim these for sure. Let's keep moving over to that Queen of Pentacles, though. This is one of the better readings I've seen for you in quite a while, so I'd love this. So why is the Queen of Pentacles in the mix? And we'll do our recap. Why is she here? And if you're cross-watching for a Libra, keep this in mind. Now would be a really great time. Like if you're on the outs with a Libra, if you wanted to like mend a bridge, that's possible here in this energy. Okay. And you know, the beautiful thing I see here on the back end with the Strength card in reverse is that like you're not going to really have to work hard to get it. Okay. And I know that sounds funny. Like I was talking about this hard work and work ethic and, you know, doing something and putting a whole bunch of energy towards it. And I do feel like you're ready and willing to act in that manner. But when I see the Strength card in reverse underneath the Queen of Pentacles, like it's a couple of different things to me. One, all this blessing and abundance that's coming towards you magnetically here, Libra. So it's like you're pulling it in, you're attracting it in, you're manifesting it in, which is really good. Now, when I see the Strength card, it can represent about, holding off or holding back from something. When it's in reverse and it's under the Queen of Pentacles, a lot of you might just be in the mode and mindset where it's like, listen, I'm going to enjoy myself. Like I'm here to have a good experience. I'm here to have a human experience. So I feel for a lot of you, you just might be in a headspace where it's like, I want to lean into these Venus energies. I want to enjoy myself. I want to have fun. Okay. So there could be certain things where like, if you were putting restrictions on yourself, you might lean back from those restrictions in this time with the Strength card in reverse, or you might allow yourself to have some sort of fun. Take that for what it's worth. I also feel for a portion of you, this back-end Queen Pentacles Strength card could represent an individual that you have a soft spot for. Obviously, we don't have to pigeonhole that, but once again, I feel like these massive blessings coming towards you magnetically in all different areas of life. So I would enjoy it. That's kind of what this is telling me on the back end as well. Enjoy this time of expansion. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. Really like it. If you kindly look in the box, as I said, overall, I just get expansion across the board, which is really good. But position number 1, the Empress with the 5 of Cups in reverse. So if you've been in a bit of a funk, if you've been down, this is like you turning a corner emotionally and starting to feel better, starting to feel improved. I'm seeing things moving in a positive direction for a lot of you. So this is a really good energy, okay? That like you might start feeling revitalized or feeling like you're getting back to normal. Good stuff. In the center, we have the 8 of Pentacles with the Chariot in the upright. I did say some of you might be taking a little time off work or vacationing. Cool. I mean, that is a link to travel. But once again, big gains, big leaps and gains, big expansion. Like it feels like Jupiter energy to me, where it's like Midas touch. Like whatever you touch could turn to gold. So this is a really claimable energy. Onto the back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, I said that this could be an individual showing up that you just have a soft spot for. For another portion of you, I do feel like you might be leaning into your Venus energy and allowing yourself to enjoy life or have fun, enjoy the things that you like to do. Not really restricting yourself in some form or fashion. So take that however it hits. But the main overarching theme I saw throughout this and even on the back end is you're not going to have to put in a ton of effort or work to attract these blessings and abundance. So this is really good, all claimable energy. Absolutely love it. Please take a screenshot of that, Libra. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. So much expansion. So much expansion. I really like it. It has like a different flavor of energy than I've seen for you in a while. So what do we got in the shadows? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a negative. They could be positive too. So let's see what we get for you. And yes, oh yeah, I wanted to mention before we get this shadow card out, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll leave a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I really do appreciate all the support. Let's get one card here. Let's get it going for Libra. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, watch out for feelings of isolation and loneliness in this time when the 5 of Pentacles shows up in the shadows. And these are human emotions that we all feel, right? Or most of us feel, right? Are we all human? So the 5 of Pentacles, yeah, sometimes it could be spirit saying like, hey, Libra, save up for something. Stash some money for a rainy day. So for a portion of you, maybe it is about saving, whether you're saving for a big purchase or spirit's asking you to stash something for a rainy day. That's possible. But when I see the 5 of Pentacles, you see our good friend Sasquatch, and he's like separated from the people. To me, this is a card where someone could just be feeling a little lonesome or just need some sort of connection. So in this time, just know, even though we have beautiful energies all around you, so much expansion, you might be feeling a little isolated, okay? And I mean, is this deep-seated? Is this something that's, you know, been a pattern for you your whole life? I'm not going to say. I can't speculate, right? There's so many beautiful Libras out there. But the energy is here, and it shouldn't really be ignored. But once again, yeah, for some of you, it could just be about like saving for a rainy day, like a rainy day fund. But yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.